Hey there, Internet. Keev here, and welcome to the CARSWITHKEAV YouTube channel. In this video, we're going over the Tool Daily Chemical Injector with Bottle. Now, this is something that just showed up on my feed. I looked at it, I was like, you know what? If it sucks, at least these attachments come with it, right? It's like $23.50 or whatever on Amazon for just the chemical injector bottle with the nozzle. But for $26, you get 3 of these stainless steel different types of angled attachments here. The value for $3 there is unbeatable. Makes you wonder how much they're really truly paying for this kind of stuff, right? Now, it's not a foam cannon. It's a chemical injector. I am filming this intro after I've already tested. I decided to film my testing. And I'm glad I did, because I didn't want to spatter stuff all over my garage, and I didn't quite know how it was going to work because it doesn't have the area here for that foam filter that kind of creates that lathery, you know, spray patterning and everything. And I was just wondering if like it would be too much. And I found out all kinds of stuff. So throughout the video, just kind of watch to the end, because I was figuring it out while we were testing and using it. Now they have a video on the listing, and looks to me like the soap they were using in that video was like straight soap, just based off the color. Like it was like dark, non-see-through purple, like it was straight soap. The soap draw, the dilutions, they all change with your pressure washer, your orifice, like the soap consistency. Like there's so many factors. It's just impossible to state a number that would be able to be useful for everybody. So I kind of like, I don't want to get down that rabbit hole. You'll see later in the video the different type of consistencies I was able to get with my diluted soaps with this, trying to use it more like a foam cannon. This type of nozzle is the only one that really works with this. Any kind of other nozzle really doesn't work. Now this is just a no frills foam cannon. There isn't a ton of features. You have the quick disconnect here at the end. It has an orifice that comes in it. I have measured it. It's a 1.14 in size. They say it's 1.1. This is an aluminum manifold here, so it's very light. The end here, the quick disconnect is brass. You have the adjustment knob. You have your bottle. It only holds about 900 milliliters total here. And obviously no dual threading, but the cap threading and size will fit the majority of ones out there. The older Rancovo, the MJJCs, the Griots, they will work. That's pretty much it. You got your straw and your little plastic filter, the bottom of it, and that's pretty much it. Attachment wands, there's not a whole lot to them either, which is why I understand why people pay tons of money for a wand extension. It's a pipe with a quick connect at each end. There's nothing to it other than that. None of them do anything different. And these are actually, for $3 extra, these are pretty good. Like I said to myself, if it doesn't work out, then I've got these to play with. One warning would be, anytime you add an extension and an angle to the extension, that exaggerates the leverage of the pressure washer when you pull the trigger. So if it's, you know, like this, pushing down, and you have holding the spray gun like this, it is going to do this more than if you were just holding it with the spray nozzle shooting straight. And the more angle you have, the worse it gets. Use something like this. I mean, if you want to do a funny video and you wanted to spray yourself in the face, I mean, you've got the setup for it. You know, if you're doing video, you didn't have anybody with you and you want to do something funny, I mean, I guess, I don't know. Individually, these are really good. I really like these, especially this one. This little short, it works great with the Zebra Clean because it kind of nullifies the angle of the Zebra Clean gun, the angle of it, and makes it straighter for you, and gives you a little bit of an extension to where you can work up top. You want to turn upside down underneath, gives you a little angle there, works great. This one works pretty decent as well for under the car. Like I said, just worry, it's going to kick down. You may want to bump the nozzle size up to not get as much pressure coming out. Maybe use a 40 degree or 50 degree versus a 25. So that way you don't get as much push. It can be very fatiguing when it's constantly, you know, forcing down like that. Just an FYI, this may look a little bit different than normal. My Canon R8 is kind of acting up, and I know many of you have told me that you can tell the difference between the phone and the camera when you're watching on your TV. So let me know the quality here. It's the same phone I use for my Lawns with Keev YouTube channel. When we go to SEMA, when we go to MTE, this is the phone. So I know the quality is enough. We'll get the camera stuff figured out. But before we get into the testing, you can check the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, product tags, discount codes down there as well. Links to my Keev merch, links to my Lawns with Keev YouTube channel. And at the end of the video, I'll show you a small creator that you can support. Let's have some fun. So we have to tell you right here, it's not dirty, but it has been rained on a few times. We've driven through the rain a few times, so it's got a little of the grime in the areas that's normally there. And we got some water spots here where I left it over here when I turned my dang sprinklers on. So who knows what's gonna happen there. But we're just gonna see if the Primus 7-to-1 that's in the bottle here from Labo Cosmetica, as a pre-wash, how it's going to do. Are we going to be able to get up underneath, inside the real wells easily, you know, those kinds of areas. If this doesn't work, like, is it worth doing all the other testing, like with the different pressure washers and the amps and all that kind of stuff? So let's find out. I mean, this is just straight up. We have the 1.35 orifice from an AR630 V2 in there. Okay, it's just blowing out. Well, you wanted to blast some stuff off, you sure could. That is way too much pressure. So the orifice, like I said, it's a 135 orifice. That's a lot of pressure. All right, I just went ahead and just went straight and we threw a 165 in here. That was a lot of pressure. We may have to play with the adjustment knob. Oh, it's with a 165. I don't know, maybe it's worth it for all these small little extensions. I like this little turn extension. Especially for this right here. Here's this crazy extension piece, but it's going to allow you to do some work without having to do a whole lot of wrist bending. But boy, is it. Here's the straight up 90 degree. That's definitely more manageable, and I would think up here this would work really well. I mean, it's not like these are things that like you need. They're kind of nice to have. Boy, it really strains your wrist though. So this one's similar. This came with a surface cleaner kit that I had reviewed before. The bottle actually fits the cap, so that worked out perfect. But I want to see what the difference is in how they work, because this one has this little piece right here versus directly right out of the head. I mean, that one's kind of doable. That's better. This one has that 1.35 in it. But kind of doesn't matter because this isn't even the one I'm reviewing. All right, so let's just see if this is meant for a much larger opening where we split it into 4 different nozzles. This is a surface cleaner that I had done a review on, and this is the chemical injector that we're supposed to be reviewing. Let's see if maybe it's only meant to work with a surface cleaner kit. I don't know. All right, this is with the 135. Man, I really don't know what else I could really do. It's a 135 on a 630 V2. And it's like, what am my AR630 is not happy. I can hear it. The 165 didn't change anything either. Turn it down. I don't even want to play with this in the garage. It's just going to splatter everywhere. I mean, that's a lot of Primus to waste on a car. So this is Incredible Suds, 33-1. Primus and Incredible Suds, you can get them at the House of Rags. Code CARSWITHKEAV will save you 10%. This should foam a little bit better, but Primus foams amazingly well at the concentration I had. So, I mean, this is just going to be... And then turn down. I guess if you wanted a high pressure soap rinse, on max, it's just so much at once. It just doesn't even make the stream. It starts shooting and, you know, spattering everywhere. Yeah, I really like this extension right here. It's a shorter version of what I normally use, the active one, but it's not this long. I'm going to throw a Ryobi 1800. We'll put the orifice that comes in with it with like a 1.14 size. All right, so this is the Ryobi 1800 hooked up. The only thing we've really changed overall is we have the red McKillen's hose and we have our Zebra Clean here because, you know, 2 separate hoses, 2 separate spray guns. Yeah, with that 1.1 in there, it's 12.4 amps. Okay, that's full. It's still just, it's too much. Let's turn it down. God, look how fast that soap's going down. The you know, soap that gets on the car is so runny. Look at it. Well, this car's pretty well coated. It's running off. If you ever want to know, this is a 4.5 McKillen's, these soft nozzles, but it really runs closer to a 5 in just a Ryobi 1800. I mean, no splashback. Just to let you know, that's about 1.66 gallons per minute. I don't know the pressure, probably like 200 or 300. One last ditch effort here. I saw in the video for the listing that they were using the extension the whole time. And maybe the extension is allowing pressure release at a certain point. Maybe the fan will work a little bit better. So this is the Ryobi with the 1.14 with their little extension here. Boy, that really does change it versus that versus that. Oh, look. Did we get a little bit? That's something. I mean, it doesn't have the stainless steel mesh filter in there to be able to create that sudsy, crazy good foam, but this does. Work better. And with it like this, you can just, you know, I get it. I just feel like that's just a bit too runny. It's missing that filter. It needs that filter. All right, we have the 630 V2 hooked back up. Now we have the 135 in there. So you see, without this, crazy, right? So maybe that's just enough to get this to work right. Okay, same as the Ryobi. We're gonna move halfway. About the same. It's just for something like this, the consistency is not right for this level of hydrophobics. It just comes right off. It doesn't stick to it. The drop test. So 3 empty, 3 full. You survive all 6, you get the CARSWITHKEAV seal of approval. Now, based off the value of the foam cannon and how clumsy you are, depends how much all of this really matters. Could it survive the 3 empties and you're good? Could it survive 1 full and you're good? You know, whatever. This bottle, I don't think it's going to survive. No real visible damage, just some scratches. Now this only holds 900 milliliters, so it doesn't have the same terminal velocity of the other foam cannons. The PET bottles are doing way better than they used to. This one though, I don't know. Nope. That's basically what I was expecting. Complete annihilation. Well, there you go. We've answered the question. Can it be used as a foam cannon? It's really not a foam cannon. It's like they said, it's a chemical injector. It's mixing the chemical in the water and getting it onto the surface, which I don't think for a car, if you're trying to coat the surface, I don't think it's the consistency or anything that's going to give you any dwell time. With some soaps, you could want it that way. If you want it that way, that's perfectly fine. Now you have a vessel to be able to do that. Maybe a foam can is too much foam for you. Maybe you don't like foam. But it's crazy how just out the edge, it came with that much pressure. You just add a little bit of a wand to the end of it and it just changes how it operates completely. It doesn't have that piece in the middle here to have that foam filter in it to create that crazy good foam. I don't know, it's just kind of weird to me. We got the extensions out of it, I guess. Maybe there's something we could figure out here. But I'm kind of glad I decided to film this little testing session that I had here because I just had my doubts in the garage about what was going to happen. We now know people want to see it on the Amazon. They want to ask the question, what does it do? Well, that's what it does. So there you go. And don't forget to check the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Discount codes, product tags are down there as well. Links to my CARSWITHKEAV merch, links to my Lawns with CARSWITHKEAV YouTube channel is there as well. And here's a small creator that you can support. So here's a channel to check out, the Detail Formula. Now I searched car detailing on YouTube and just searched for videos in the last day. And this video came out, the wash process, 12 hours ago. And then I saw that he had other videos 7 days ago, 9 days ago, and then a year. So he's given a go at it again. Let's give him some encouragement, maybe give him some constructive criticism to maybe make his videos better as well. Be nice about it though. So I'll leave a link below for the Detail Formula and I'll see you in the next video. Now this is just something that I saw when I was, oh my gosh. Now this is just and it's entertaining. It's a little bit differently. It's a little entertaining. It's a little bit differently. I keep saying differently. FYI, if things are looking a little bit different. FYI, if things are looking a little bit differently. I keep saying differently. FYI, I know the camera. FYI, I know this may look a little bit differently. FYI, I know this may look a little bit different. Oh my gosh. Just an FYI, I know this may look a little. Just an FYI, this may look a little bit. Oh my gosh. Just an FYI, this may look a little bit differently. I keep saying differently, but this is the same camera I use from a lot. If you turn the pressure washer on, you might be able to do something. Links to my Lawns with CARSWITHKEAV YouTube channel is there. So there you go. Don't forget to. So there you go. Don't forget to. So there you go. Don't forget to. So there you go. Don't forget.